We are finally here. AWACS Sale to SAUDIS is the 110th and final card in the game Twilight Struggle. It's an interesting event that can affect the balance in the Middle East, and we will take a look at it here today on Legendary Tactics. AWACS Sale to SAUDIS is an event card that can be utilized to reasonable effect by the US in the game Twilight Struggle. Its effectiveness depends on the board position and when it comes out in the game, but it's going to be a card that the USSR will need to reckon with. Let's take a look at it now. AWACS Sale to SAUDIS is a starred 3-op US late war event card. Triggering the event gives the US 2 influence in Saudi Arabia, and the Muslim Revolution card may no longer be played as an event. For the USSR, this event would not be too bad if it wasn't for the fact that it cancelled Muslim Revolution. Otherwise, if you control Saudi Arabia when this event happens, you could just repair the damage there using the operations points from the card. So it depends when the event comes out. If Muslim Revolution is safely on the discard pile, it is not likely to return in the game anyway, and so AWACS Sale to SAUDIS is relatively safe to play. It also matters who controls Saudi Arabia. If it's already well under US control and you feel you can get by without Muslim Revolution, you can play this safely and use those 3 ops. If you really need the Muslim Revolution event to hold on to or reverse your fortunes in the Middle East, you could send this to the space race. The only issue here is that there is likely other more pressing candidates to space instead, but it is a viable option. So whether you play this card and trigger the event is really situational. If the event is played against you, there really isn't much you can do except to shore up any influence damage done in Saudi Arabia by replacing it as soon as you have the opportunity to do so. For the US, this card is also pretty situational in terms of its effectiveness. Obviously, if Muslim Revolution is still in the deck, and if the USSR controls Saudi Arabia, this is going to be a great event for you that could pay off depending on how much time you have in the game to make some moves in the Middle East. After the event, you can do so safe in the knowledge that your influence is not going to be forcefully removed by the Muslim Revolution event. If Muslim Revolution is not in the deck but Saudi Arabia is under Soviet control, you'll have to assess the situation in the Middle East. Wresting control of Saudi Arabia is still going to cost you further operations points after the event, and if it is just for a single battleground victory point, it's unlikely to be worth it. It might be worth the investment if it hands you domination or control in the Middle East though, so use your discretion here. If Muslim Revolution is in the deck and the US controls Saudi Arabia, I would still lean towards playing it. This is certainly true if you have domination or control of the Middle East, but it is also arguably beneficial if the Middle East is in a delicate balance. Muslim Revolution can be a devastating event and can certainly and instantly tip the scales in favor of your opponent in the region. It is generally best to avoid this and the influence lost, which in the late war is likely irreplaceable. Finally, if Muslim Revolution is not in the deck and if you control Saudi Arabia already, then you can take the 3 operations points and use them wisely elsewhere. So in summary, for the Soviet player, this is a card which is situational, mainly depending on whether the Muslim Revolutions event is still important to you in the late war. You can certainly play this if the situation allows, even using the influence to replace the damage done in Saudi Arabia by the event. And for the US player, this is a great card, mainly as a way to remove Muslim Revolution as a threat to your position in the Middle East. It's generally best to take the event, unless Muslim Revolution is on the discard pile when AWACS Sale to SAUDIS turns up. This has been our analysis of the AWACS Sale to SAUDIS event card in Twilight Struggle. As always, please take a moment if you would to like, comment, and subscribe down below. We thank you so much for those of you who have made it this far in the series, and we hope you enjoyed it. This is Legendary Tactics.